Yeah, g'day there, big guns. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the Acer Predator Z35 curved gaming monitor. So this monitor is obviously a curved panel, and it is a 35-inch curved panel. And then just taking a quick look at the top here at a few more specs. So it is obviously a 35-inch panel. It has a G-Sync fit feature, so it's a 21:9 aspect ratio. The native resolution is a 2560 by 1080. It's obviously has a wide view angle. It's a 144 Hz panel, and it's, as it says here, it obviously has some sort of eye protection feature, which will be equivalent to the low blue light feature in the BenQ monitors. Okay, big guns, before I do the unboxing, I just want to let you guys know that the actual height of the monitor, going from the bottom right hand corner to the top right hand corner, is roughly the same size as a normal flat panel 27-inch monitor. So the 35-inch specification will come from the top left hand corner, and then it will be measured diagonally through to the bottom right hand corner. Let's check this beast out. Alright, big gun, so just looking at what we actually get inside the box. So firstly we have the stand itself, then we have a AC adapter, then we have a HDMI cable, a DisplayPort cable, a USB cable, and then some paperwork. Right, big guns, now I've got the base attached to the panel itself. Let's take a look at the inputs. So on the right hand side here we've got the menu buttons, and then on the back of the monitor we have a small USB hub with 4 USB ports. And then underneath here, going from right to left, we have the power connector for the AC adapter, a display port, a HDMI port, and a headphone jack. Then above that, we have a small LED light, which we can change colors. The stand itself can be height adjustable, and the panel is also able to tilt back and forth. Alright, big guns, now we've got the monitor fired up. Let's take a look at the menus. So at the moment I've got the monitor on game mode. So when you put it on game mode, you've got 3 presets. So at the moment I've got it on number 2. Now at the end of the day, you tune the monitor to how you think you like it, not what the preset tells you. So if you, at the end of the day, if you think number 2 is fine and it looks good, just leave it on number 2. Or number 3, or number 1, whatever you like. So going through these other menus here, we have got an OD feature here. So at the moment, with preset number 2 on, it's on extreme. So then we've got a volume control. I won't bother with that. Input mode at the moment, I'm just using a display port, so that's alright. And then going through this menu here, which is the main menu, the main section of the monitor here. So at the top here we've got picture, and then as you can see we've got blue light and dark boost. So blue light is obviously a feature if you've got like tired eyes, or you've got you get strain in your eyes, you would turn this feature on. So it's up to you. You can change the saturation of that blue light, so you can tune it to whatever you like. And then dark boost is essentially very similar to the black EQ on the BenQ monitors. So you can just change that to whatever you want. It comes in 3 levels apparently, so just tune it to however you like it. And then if we go back here, let me go back again, and then we scroll down here, and then we've got in the color section here, we've got saturation. So when I've selected preset number 2, by default it's on 100, so I just tune it to whatever I like. So at the moment I've got it on 120, so saturation makes the colors more vibrant. So just tune it to whatever you like. And then if we go back here and have a look at other menus here, so then we've got more options for the OSD, and then we can access certain settings. So if I tune preset number 2 and I change the preset to custom settings, then you can save those settings between those 3 presets. This aim point stuff is some sort of third-party crosshair, which is pretty shit, so don't worry about that. If we scroll down, okay, this is another pretty interesting feature. So if we go into here, okay, so now if we scroll down, now this monitor has an overclock feature, so you can actually overclock it to 200 Hertz. Okay, so if we enter in here, we go enable on. Okay, alright, and then we go back, and then we scroll down, and then we go to max refresh, and we can boost that up to 200 Hertz if you want. So it's up to you what you want to do. I just leave it on default, but if you want 200 Hertz, go for it. Okay, so let's have a look here. Other than that, I think that's the main sort of features covered with this monitor. And then we've just sort of got like an information setting down the bottom here, where it just gives you information about the monitor. Now G-Sync mode, I'll make another little small video about that mode and what it actually does to your monitor. So as you can see here, the native res is 2560 by 1080. We're on DisplayPort 144 Hz G-Sync mode. So yeah, let me show you this G-Sync feature. Alright, you top fillers, just to quickly go over this this nice feature on this monitor. As you can see here, we've got a number which is fluctuating up and down. Now that's not an FPS counter, that's actually a counter for your refresh rate. So at the moment, as you can see here, we're running at roughly 140 Hertz. Now I've got the monitor on G-Sync mode. Now what G-Sync mode does is, if I am running at 100 frames per second, the monitor will then essentially downclock itself down to 100 Hertz. So just as a bit of an example, now I'll just move my mouse around to something which will push the GPU a little bit. So as you can see now, I'm just running a little bit of Battlefield 1. You can see now the monitor with G-Sync mode is actually, it's downclocked itself to whatever the FPS is. So I'm getting about a bit over 100 frames. So I'm getting a bit over 100 Hertz. So this is a nice little feature with this monitor. The actual counter itself, you can turn that off. But anyway, let's I'll show you some gameplay. Okay guys, just final thoughts on this monitor. Now just looking at this, I've got 2 monitors at the moment. I've got the XL2430 and then I've got this monitor here, the Z35. I've done a review on the XL2430 30 if you want to check it out. Now, this monitor, at the end of the day, is for casual gamers. So if you're a guy that plays, a little bit of Battlefield, a little bit of CS, you play StarCraft 2 or Dota, and you're not real serious about gaming, but you want a good experience, this is a good monitor to go for. If you're a competitive guy, you want to compete on LAN, you compete online, you want to eventually compete at a pro level, you wouldn't get a monitor like this. In my opinion, it's just too big. The BenQ panels have a fair few more features, which I think are better tuned for competitive players. And at the end of the day, this monitor is still a good monitor, but it's just not for competitive players. Thanks.